behind him in the recording. Clifford explains his crew started to boycott the mission because they wanted to go home, so he had no choice but to kill them all. Space Calm made Clifford a hero in the public eye to cover it all. Roy wants to confront his father, thus Helen sneaks him out of the base in a rover and drops him by a sewer entrance so he can gain access to the rocket in secret. After a few minutes spent under dirty water, Roy reaches the launch pad and manages to climb into the rocket right before it takes off. The crew immediately detects his presence and Roy tries to explain he isn't a threat, but the base sends orders for him to be neutralized. 2 astronauts go after him, but at that moment the rocket gains speed and the force sends one of the astronauts flying against the wall, killing her. The second astronaut fights Roy and the captain tries to shoot him, but he fails and hits the oxygen tanks instead. The air begins to get poisonous and Roy tries to help the captain by putting a mask on him, but it's too late, both astronauts are dead. The bodies are thrown out of the rocket and Roy sends one last message to the base, confirming he'll finish the mission before he turns off all comms. The trip will last 79 days, which Roy will have to spend alone with his guilt. He connects a feeding tube directly to his stomach and electrodes on his body to stimulate his muscles. Roy tries to keep himself busy by thinking of Eve and his dad. However, he makes the mistake of watching Eve's last message when she confessed she felt like she didn't know him because he was always away. He also watches videos of the time his dad was still sane and hopeful. All these clips make his mood tank, and Roy keeps dreaming of his childhood, his mother, his dad, and Eve. Roy used to wish he could be alone, but the loneliness on the ship is breaking his sanity as well, and he realizes how many people he's let down all these years and how selfish he's been. By the time he finally approaches Neptune, Roy is on the edge of losing it, but he manages to put himself together for the mission. He takes a shuttle to fly to the Lima station, but suddenly he gets hit by another power surge and the shuttle begins failing. Roy tries to dock to no avail, and trying to contact his father gets him no answers. He has no choice but to leave the pod and spacewalk into the Lima station. Inside, Roy finds the crew's bodies floating around and an old music video playing on a screen. He also finds his dad's room, where he can see all the signs of obsession